Monday's Moment video, where I share some of the lessons, some of the tips from my week that I've had that I want to bring to you in the hope that it will make a difference to you and to your businesses and to your lives as well. Today is about a topic which has plagued me since I can remember, and that's the ability to remember somebody's name. And I realised just last week, whilst listening to Joey Coleman's book, Never Lose a Client Again, why that is so important to remember somebody's name and to use that name. See you in a moment. Now, it's really important for me to try and remember people's names. I go lots of places, and I don't know about you as well, I go lots of places where people come up to me and they say, "Hi Simon, how are you doing? It's great to see you, it's been some time." Yeah, they know my name, but I can't place their name. And I find it so rude to say, "Excuse me, but what was your name again?" Because these people obviously know me, and it's just because I struggle to remember people's names. And I've tried various ways over the years of remembering people's names, and none of them have really worked. I've tried to look at facial features, things that stand out, and the best way that I've actually found recently is that when I do speak to them and they do give me their name, to say it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And very often I do say to people after the conversation, "Look, I know it might have seemed a bit strange that we've only just had this conversation for the first time. I've used your name so much, but I do it because it helps me remember your name. And now, hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll never forget it again." Zoom has been great for me because Zoom puts the name of the person, as long as they put it correctly, at the bottom of the slide there. So when I'm talking to people on Zoom, I don't have to remember their name because it's at the bottom, but that does help me remember as well. If I see it, it makes a difference. And I was listening to the book Joey Coleman, Never Lose a Customer Again, and he talked about the absolute vital need to call our customers by their names. When we speak to them, to know their names, to refer to them by their names. And what a difference that makes to the way that they feel about how important they are to you as customers and how they feel as a person. And I just mentioned there that I respond well when it's written down. So if I see it on a Zoom camera, then I remember it. Also, if I see it on a name badge. Now, facial features, big nose or something like that, to a person doesn't make a difference to me. But if I see the name written out on a name badge, then that makes a huge difference to me. And I like to wear my name badge as well when I'm out networking or meeting people, and to make sure it's on the Zoom. And Joey in his book mentions Dale Carnegie. If you've not read his book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, you should. It's a great book. And in that book, he also talks about the fact that if you want to connect with people, if you want people to remember you, if you want people to refer to you, if you want people to just look out for you and be a friend and have that influence over them, to have that relationship with them, then you've got to use their name. Now, I used to work with a site manager many years ago, and he was like me, he couldn't remember people's names. So he always called people Marrow. Now, when you call everybody on the construction site Marrow, it doesn't do very well when you're not quite sure who is calling out. So today's Monday's Moment, I want you to think about what can you do to try and remember people's names. Is it an ID badge? Is it something that you find quite easy? But I want you to understand the importance of it as well. Now, for me, getting people's names pronounced right is also absolutely essential. I don't think there's anything much worse than forgetting somebody's name than actually pronouncing it incorrectly over and over and over again. And I know when I get people on my podcast, I usually say to them, thanks for putting your name at the bottom of the screen, but can I just check that I'm pronouncing it correctly? Because we want our customers, we want our suppliers, we want the people that we're talking to right now to be happier because of that conversation, because of that communication with us. And when you do that, it makes such a difference. It takes them from perhaps having a bad day to having a great day. And we should think about how we can do that, how we can use people's names more effectively throughout today and throughout the rest of the week. Now, many of you that know me know that I love going to Starbucks. It's not about necessarily the brand, it's about the experience. It's about, I love the coffee as well, and just the whole thing. Particularly this time of year, gingerbread lattes are my favourite at Christmas. But one of the things that I love about Starbucks, and I was just posing this question just the other night, what is it that makes a tea room in my local town struggle, yet Starbucks do so well, and they're rammed, they're full? And it made me think about that when I was thinking about this video just a short while ago. Because when I go to Starbucks, they make me feel important because they ask me for my name. And then when they bring my coffee to the end of the counter, they shout, gingerbread latte for Simon. What makes it even better is that now when I go back to the same store and over again, and to me, Starbucks is just a larger independent. Those people have their jobs there. It keeps people employed locally. And those people take the time not just to ask me my name, but now most of them know my name. And when they ask me my name, my heart sinks a little bit because I think, I've been coming here for quite a while now. But when they remember my name, I absolutely go from frowny face to smiley face. It makes my day when they remember my name. So using their name, my name is one thing. Remembering my name is something different. You think about it, and I just want each of you to take a challenge now. When I go out in my local town, there are retailers of charity magazine, Big Issue. Okay, and I'm probably doing it a disservice by calling it a charity magazine, but I know charity magazines might be different publications as well. Doesn't matter whether you're throwing money into a cap, doesn't matter whether you're helping somebody out who's down on their luck. When you do this, and I give a big shout out to Charlotte Graham, who gave me this tip many years ago. She said, when you give somebody a handout, take their hand, shake it, and I know obviously we've got COVID and what have you at the moment, but don't just shake it. Ask them their name and use their name. Ask them their name, and when they say it's Melissa or it's John, when you say to them, God bless, have a good day, Melissa, John, make sure you use their name. That can make such a difference to somebody's life. And do something with that. Go out there, remember somebody's name, use somebody's name, ask somebody's name, connect with people. And if you want to know more tactics of how you can make 2022 one of the best years that you've had, make the most of 2022, I'm going to be doing a series of webinars later in December and in January. Please drop me a message below this video and I'll happily send you the link when it comes out to that. And of course, I would love to have you on my podcast, and I'd love to have you in one of the Facebook groups I've got as well. So just search for Sterling Coaching. I've got the Business Success Circle for businesses and the Coaches Success Community on Facebook, which are groups to help share more tips like this throughout the week, not just on a Monday. And of course, if you're on LinkedIn or you're watching this on YouTube or Twitter, anywhere else, you can just connect with me on Facebook. That would be great. And if you want to schedule a podcast, it's been going across the bottom of the video, www.coffeewithsimon.com. And remember, it's with Simon. My name's in it. I hope this has given you a little bit of an insight into the importance of not only remembering and gaining somebody's name, but also in using somebody's name. I'll speak to you soon and see you on next week's Monday's Moment. Bye for now.